Hello guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. We're just letting people in, and then we're going to take the attendance and start right away. How was your vacation? Did you have fun?
Yes, but I need to sleep.
You need to sleep.
Yes.
I think you've been sleeping for like 5 days or so.
No, yes, I have
No,
to wake up.
we sleep like at 5 a.m.
Okay, did you eat well?
Yes.
Okay, this is also important. All right, so yeah, I'm going to take the attendance now. Ali is not here. Aisha. Aisha. I think she's still connecting. Okay. Farida.
Here.
Hannah.
Here.
Hala. Is Hala here? No, she's not. Haya.
Yes.
Khulud.
Yes.
Miss, did you call me?
Yes, dear. You're here now?
Yeah.
Okay. Limar.
Here.
Malak. Malak.
Here, sorry.
Mariam.
Yes, miss.
Muhammad Ahmed is not here. Mustafa. Najat. Najat is still connecting. Noor. Noor and Yasin.
Miss Hala is in the session, but her mic doesn't work.
She's in the session, but her mic doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah.
Najat, you're here?
Yes.
Okay. Yasin and Noor, Tamer?
Yes.
All right. Ruqayya? Is Ruqayya here? I don't think so. Yasin Abdul Hamid?
Here.
And Yasin Muhammad Radwan. He's not here, right? Okay.
I'm here.
You're here? All right, excellent. Okay. So we are going to start now by talking about the application on the neutralization process. What does that mean? Before we went to the vacation, we were talking about the neutralization reactions, and we said that the neutralization reaction is the reaction between acids and alkalis, which result in neutral products according to what is the type of alkali that is reacting with the acid. If the alkali ends with the word hydroxide, then this means that only two neutral products will be produced from this reaction, which is water and salt. But if the alkali that is reacting with the acid ends with carbonate, like sodium bicarbonate or calcium carbonate or potassium carbonate, in this case, the outcome of this reaction will be 3 neutral products, which are the salt, the water, and carbon dioxide. Do you remember this? Do you remember that? Okay.
Yes.
Now we have learned about this, and we have learned how can we write the name of the salt according to the acid and the alkali that is reacting with the acid and the alkali that is reacting with each other. The question now is, how can we benefit, or what is the purpose, or how can we use this neutralization reaction in our daily life? Guess what? We can actually use those types of reaction, of chemical reaction, to overcome some of the obstacles or some of the situations that we face in our daily life. Like what? Like, let's start with the bee sting and the wasp sting. Bee, you know the bees, of course. The wasp they look pretty much like the bees, but they are bigger and a little bit darker than the bees. When or if, God forbidden, some of you or one of you got stung by a bee or a wasp, you can actually use your knowledge about neutralization reaction to overcome the pain that that happens after the sting. How? First, you have to know what is the nature of the sting. What does that mean, miss? It means that if someone got stung by a bee, the bee is actually injecting an acid to the skin. So this is why we say that the bee sting is acidic, because once the bee stings someone, they actually inject an acid into the skin. Okay, perfect. Now I know that the bee that stung me injected an acid into my skin. How can I overcome this? I can do, or I can add an alkali to the sting, and this way I will neutralize the acid that is now under my skin. This way, after I add an alkali, a salt and water will be produced, and this will not cause this inflammation and burning sensation that I feel under my skin because of the acid that the bee injected me with when it stung me. Okay, so this is with the bee sting. Okay, what about the wasp? The wasp has an alkaline sting. When the wasp stings someone, it actually is injecting an alkali to the skin of this person. So how can I use my information about neutralization? Now I want to neutralize this alkaline. So what should I do? I will add an acid to my skin so that I can neutralize the wasp sting that is causing this burning sensation into my skin. All right. Now let's talk first about the bee sting. The bee sting, as I told you, is an acidic. So now you know that the bee stung you and you need to cure this, or you need to add something in order to get rid of this burning sensation. What will you do? You will add an alkali, and you will add a weak alkali. You don't want also to cause a corrosive effect to your skin. So you're going to add a weak alkali. What is the alkali that you're going to add? You're going to add soap. You're going to wash the sting with soap. Soap contains alkalis, and this way you are going to neutralize the acid that the bee injected into your skin. Okay, and the result will be salt and water, which is neutral and it does not cause any harm to your skin.
Miss, can I go to the toilet?
Yes. Now, what about the wasp sting? The wasp sting is alkaline. So how can we neutralize it? Huh? Who can tell me how can we neutralize it? What is a weak acid that we can use in order to neutralize the wasp sting? something that we add to our food sometimes. A weak
Lemon,
or
vinegar,
vinegar, exactly. You can wash the wasp sting with vinegar. This way, you are adding a weak acidic to the alkaline that the wasp injected to your skin, and you will neutralize the reaction inside your skin, and this way you will help heal your skin. Is it clear, guys?
yes,
Is there anything hard about it?
no,
All right. Now let's move to the next thing that we can use the neutralization reaction in. Another thing is curing indigestion. What is the meaning of indigestion? Indigestion is a condition that happens because your stomach is producing too much acid. Why, miss, does that happen? This happens because of two things. Whether the type of food is really fatty, you ate like a very fatty or something that has lots of sugar or lots of fat in it, and your stomach is trying so hard to digest this type of food. So it starts to produce a lot of acid. Or the other thing is that this is the nature of your body. Some people, their body naturally produce a lot of acid, and this is something that they have to live with. So how can I overcome this? And first, how do I feel? I feel like there is a burning sensation that keeps going up and down in my throat, like something that I feel at the top of my stomach, and it keeps going up and down through my throat. I feel like something is burning or something is acidic, that which is a very icky or a very uncomfortable feeling. So what should I do? I will do what? I will give you this, I will let you guess. There is an acid that is produced a lot in my stomach. How can I neutralize it?
drink something with alkalis.
Yes, you drink something with a weak alkali, something like a weak alkali or something that will turn into an alkali inside your stomach. Okay, like what? Like something that we even add to our food, which is sodium bicarbonate. Sodium bicarbonate tablets, or sometimes they use it as a powder, and they added to like water. Sometimes it's like tablets and they add it to water. Sometimes they are gel and they add it to water. Sometimes they are drinks, but the drinks are calcium carbonate, like, you know, Gaviscon. Have you heard about it before?
Yes.
Yes. All of those products contain a weak alkali like sodium bicarbonate or calcium carbonate, which neutralizes the acid inside your stomach. And let me ask you a question. What is the acid that is found inside your stomach? What's the name of the acid that you find inside your stomach? Yes, Yasin Muhammad Radwan.
Hydrochloric acid.
Hydrochloric acid, excellent. So once you take the sodium bicarbonate tablets, they turn into an alkaline solution, which neutralizes the acidic or the acid inside your stomach. And this way you will get rid of the indigestion. Do you understand this part?
Yes.
All right. Now let's go to the next part. The next part is what else can I do with the neutralization reaction? Now, once you eat food, once you eat any type of food, the bacteria and the saliva inside your mouth starts to break down this food, which result in the production of some acids. And this is why naturally, because of the food that you eat, your mouth will turn into an acidic place or an acidic media, it will contain acid. Now, okay, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this is that the acidic pH inside your mouth is a perfect home for bacteria. Bacteria love an acidic place, and this is why they start to form a lot inside your mouth, which causes cavities in your mouth. What else can the acidic pH inside my mouth do? It will cause the degrading, or it will cause the damaging to your enamel. Enamel is the outer part, the very outer cover of your teeth. So it starts to eat it out, or it starts to damage it, and this way your teeth will be exposed even more to any kind of cavity or decay. So how can I do, or how can I neutralize this? By brushing my teeth. This is why we keep asking you to brush your teeth every morning and right before bed, because this way you are neutralizing the acid in your mouth.
From the toothpaste, because it has alkalis, right?
Yes, exactly, because the toothpaste contains alkalis, and this way it will cause the neutralization of your mouth, and this will prevent the formation of decay and cavity. Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. I need you, just give me a second. I need to do something quickly, okay? Yes, I'm back, guys. Sorry. All right. Now, what else can I use the neutralization reaction in? Baking a cake. And this is interesting, actually. Whoever, maybe you yourself tried baking a cake, and it's really important that the cake rises. If the cake does not rise, then we consider it a bad cake. It needs to be like high and rise very well. Now, have you ever guessed, or have you ever asked what causes the cake to rise? This is actually due to a neutralization reaction that you do while you are baking the cake without even noticing. How? By adding the baking soda or the baking powder. Once you add the baking soda or the baking powder, and then you add the water to the cake, or you add any liquids to the cake, they start to react with each other, because the baking powder is actually a mix of acid and alkali, which only waits for water to be added to them in order for them to react with each other. Once this happens, the reaction between the acid and the sodium bicarbonate inside the baking powder happens and results in what, guys? Who can tell me? Results in what? 2 or 3 products?
Is what and what again?
An acid and sodium bicarbonate. if an acid and sodium bicarbonate start to react with each other, the neutralization, this kind of neutralization reaction will result in 2 products or 3 products?
3.
3 products, which
Yes.
are
Carbon dioxide.
all right, and sodium, sorry, carbon dioxide and salt, and what? Carbon dioxide, salt, and what?
Water.
Yes. So when an acid and sodium bicarbonate starts to react with each other, they produce water, salt, and carbon dioxide. What really matters, or what's really important for us in the process of baking a cake, is the carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide gas is the one responsible for the cake to rise. They start to bubble, it starts to bubble inside the cake, and this is what causes the cake to rise. Can you believe this? So we can use the neutralization reaction in this case to make the cake rise. Do you get it, guys? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss, does the yeast do the same, or does it do something
Yes,
else?
the yeast, but it's more of a biological reaction. It's not a chemical reaction. We're going to talk about this later. Don't really worry about it. Okay. So this is another application of the neutralization reaction. What else can we use the neutral? There is a lot of things that we use neutralization reaction in. Like what else? Like improving crop growth. Now, the farmers use the neutralization reaction to make the crops, or to enhance the growth of the crops. Why? Well, naturally, the soil contains a lot of things, or a lot of chemicals, that will turn it acidic. Acidic pH is not really good for the plants or for the crops to grow. It causes the production of less crops. And this is why we have to neutralize the soil that we grow crops in order to make it better for the crops to grow even more. So what should we do? They start to sprinkle lime. Lime is, if you remember, is calcium hydroxide. They start to sprinkle lime, which is a white powder, to neutralize the acidity of the salt. So whenever you're traveling and you are near any fields, you will notice sometimes that they are covering the fields with this white powder. This white powder is specifically used to neutralize the acidic soil. And this way, we can make the crop grow better. Is it clear? Is it clear, guys? Hello?
Yes, yes.
All right. Now, the last thing that we use the neutralization reaction is the firefighting. This thing, which is the fire extinguisher, you can find it everywhere now, whether in the school, in the mall. Some people even put it or install it in their houses. Sometimes you put it in your car. So it's very important to have a fire.
Yes, I have one in the car.
Yes, it's very important to have a fire extinguisher everywhere in case anything, God forbidden, happened. What is the idea of the fire extinguisher? If you ever saw a video, or you ever saw someone using a fire extinguisher, you will notice that there is, please mute your mics. You will notice that there is a white foam coming out of the fire extinguisher. What is this white foam? This white foam is actually pressurized carbon dioxide. It's carbon dioxide gas, but they pressed it really hard that it turned into a liquid. and this is why it gets in the form of this white foam. Okay, what is the point of it? Carbon dioxide is well known of its fire extinguishing effect. It's actually used to cover the fire, and this way it will just turn off, or it will just go away. Okay, how does this?
In the waiting room.
Who?
Ruqayya.
Ruqayya is not in the waiting room.
I entered.
All right. So, Ruqayya, why are you so late?
Miss, I had a problem in the internet.
Okay, Mustafa, are you here? Mustafa? Mustafa? I saw him coming in. All right. So, what happens when you use the fire extinguisher? The fire extinguisher actually inside this thing, there are two compartments. There are two bottles inside it. Okay. Those bottles, once you press on the fire extinguisher, you're actually opening them and mixing them together without even knowing. What does those two bottles contain? They contain sulfuric acid in one bottle, and the other bottle contains sodium bicarbonate. Once you press on the fire extinguisher, you're actually mixing them together, and once they are mixed together, they will produce water, salt, and carbon dioxide. Once you press, and this whole thing happens in seconds, and the carbon dioxide will get out of the fire extinguisher, and this way it will extinguish the fire. Okay? Do you get it, guys? Hello? Anyone?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Miss, I might a bit
Yeah.
confused, but I will read it again after they finish the session.
Why are you confused?
I don't understand, yani, how is it carbon dioxide and water that I don't, and the foam? I don't really understand it, and I'm confused.
I'm really confused by your question, Limar. Where is the question?
The foam part, I don't understand it.
The foam part is carbon dioxide. The foam is carbon dioxide.
How?
Carbon dioxide, any gas, when you press it in containers, like those types of containers, when you press it really hard, some of the gases starts to turn into liquids. And this what happens to the carbon dioxide. Once you press it inside the cylinder like this one, it starts to turn into gas, into liquid, sorry. And this is why once you press and you get the liquid out of it, it comes out in the form of white foam.
Okay, now I understand.
All right. So now, since we're done, I want you to open your resource pack. We're done with the lesson, by the way, guys. After finishing answering the worksheets in your books, we will start with the new lesson. And the new lesson, you actually have an idea, or you took like an outline about it last year and this year. We are going to take two body systems, which are the circulatory system and the respiratory system. You already took an outline about those two, but we are going to learn about them with a little more details that you're going to learn in year 7. So this is what's next. This is what we're going to do by the end of this week and the whole next week. I want you to open your resource pack, and I want someone to tell me, we finished page 23, 24, and 25, and 26, right?
I didn't do 26.
We didn't do 26.
Yeah.
I want someone else to check, please.
But we did 28.
No, I'm asking about 26. We didn't do 26. Okay, I want you to open page 26, please.
Miss, we did it. I did it.
I feel like we did it. Name 3 household substances which contain alkalis from the above table. I think even Yasin Abdelhamid is the one who answered this one. I remember very well. Why is it more difficult to spot an alkali than an acid by looking at its name? Yeah, we did it, guys.
Yes.
Yes, we did it. Yes. I want you to open page 27, please. Open, please, page 27. Did you open page 27, guys?
Yeah.
All right, let's start. I don't think we have time, right? I don't think we have time. Okay, so we're going to do it tomorrow since we don't have time. You have a homework, which is page 29 and 30. Okay, we're going to do page 27 tomorrow in the class, but your homework will be page 29 and page 30. Okay?
Bye.
All right. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.